In a bold move that has sent shockwaves through the global economy, President Donald Trump announced a sweeping set of tariffs targeting key trading partners: Canada, Mexico, China, and the European Union. Market analysts, political leaders, and industry stakeholders worldwide are now grappling with the ramifications. As retaliatory measures take hold, the unintended consequences are becoming increasingly clear: shifts in consumer behavior, strained diplomatic ties, and a noticeable pivot away from American goods and political influence. The tariff strategy and initial reactions. President Trump justified the tariffs as a necessary measure to protect American industries, citing unfair trade practices and the need to reduce the U.S. trade deficit. The tariffs targeted steel, aluminum, and a range of other goods, aiming to invigorate domestic manufacturing. However, the announcement was met with swift retaliation. Canada imposed counter-tariffs on U.S. products such as whiskey, orange juice, and dairy. Mexico targeted American agricultural goods, including pork, apples, and cheese. China responded with tariffs on soybeans, automobiles, and seafood, while the European Union levied duties on iconic American products like motorcycles, denim, and bourbon. Economic impact across borders. Canada. In Canada, industries affected by the tariffs have started sourcing materials from non-US suppliers, fostering closer ties with European and Asian markets. Canadian consumers, fueled by nationalistic fervor, are boycotting American products in favor of local or European alternatives. This economic pivot has strengthened domestic industries and diversified Canada's trade portfolio. The opinion of the U.S. has shifted markedly, with many Canadians viewing their southern neighbor as an unreliable trade partner. Public sentiment reflects disappointment and frustration, eroding the goodwill that traditionally underpinned U.S.-Canada relations. Mexico. Mexico's agricultural sector has pivoted towards South American and European suppliers, reducing its dependency on U.S. exports. This shift not only affects American farmers but also alters the dynamics of North American trade relationships forged under NAFTA, now replaced by the USMCA. The tariffs have fueled a sense of economic nationalism in Mexico, with growing support for policies that prioritize self-sufficiency. Mexican public opinion has soured, perceiving the U.S. as an unpredictable neighbor that leverages economic coercion rather than fostering partnership. China. China, a manufacturing giant, has accelerated its diversification strategy, seeking new markets in Africa, Latin America, and within its Belt and Road Initiative framework. The trade war has spurred technological self-reliance and increased domestic consumption, reducing vulnerability to U.S. economic pressures. Chinese public opinion has hardened against the U.S., with state media framing the tariffs as part of a broader strategy to contain China's rise. This narrative has strengthened national pride and diminished the appeal of American products and culture, contributing to a more adversarial view of U.S. intentions. European Union. In Europe, leaders have capitalized on the tariffs to strengthen intra-EU trade. Consumer sentiment has shifted dramatically, with Buy European campaigns flourishing. European firms have also expanded partnerships in Asia and Africa, diminishing American influence in key sectors. The U.S. is increasingly seen as a capricious ally, prompting calls for greater European autonomy in both economic and in a bold move that has sent shockwaves through the global economy. President Donald Trump announced a sweeping set of tariffs targeting key trading partners: Canada, Mexico, China, and the European Union. Market analysts, political leaders, and industry stakeholders worldwide are now grappling with the ramifications. As retaliatory measures take hold, the unintended consequences are becoming increasingly clear: shifts in consumer behavior, strained diplomatic ties, and a noticeable pivot away from American goods and political influence. At the moment, as the latest news, the tariffs for Mexico and Canada are on hold, but for a part the damage has been done. AI-based analysis for the future. Leveraging AI-driven predictive models, the future landscape of global trade and diplomacy post-tariffs presents a complex scenario. Machine learning algorithms analyzing historical trade data, economic indicators, and diplomatic trends suggest several potential outcomes: increased regionalism, AI forecasts a continued trend toward regional trade agreements that bypass the US, solidifying blocs like the EU, ASEAN, and CPTPP. These alliances will likely foster stronger intra-regional economic growth, reducing global reliance on American markets. Technological decoupling. Predictive models indicate an acceleration of technological decoupling, particularly between the US and China. This could lead to parallel technological ecosystems, with countries aligning based on geopolitical affiliations and economic incentives. Diversified supply chains. The global supply chain landscape is expected to become more diversified and resilient. AI models highlight a shift towards just-in-case supply chain strategies rather than just-in-time, with businesses spreading risks across multiple countries. Evolving diplomatic alliances. Diplomatic networks are predicted to evolve, with nations forging new partnerships based on mutual economic benefits rather than traditional alliances. This could result in a more multipolar world order, diminishing the centrality of US influence. Economic resilience through innovation. Countries adversely affected by tariffs may invest heavily in domestic innovation and technological advancements to counteract trade disruptions. AI forecasts growth in industries such as renewable energy, biotech, and digital economies as nations seek self-sufficiency. Conclusion. President Trump's tariff strategy has undeniably reshaped global trade dynamics. While aimed at protecting American interests, the broader impact reveals a complex web of economic realignment and diplomatic recalibration. As nations adapt to this new landscape, the long-term effects will continue to unfold, challenging the very foundations of global trade and political influence. AI-based analyses suggest that these shifts will not only persist but may also redefine the geopolitical and economic order in the coming decades. To help our channel grow, please comment, share, like and subscribe.